Welcome to the Money Research Podcast. Does your IRA earn dividends? If not, you're going to want to listen to this 5-minute podcast to change the way how your IRA earns money. Today's podcast is 5 minutes long. It is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Today is June the 6th, and you can go there and get a free donut with a drink purchase. Meanwhile, if you're looking to grow your retirement savings and generate steady income, this episode is for you. Let's get started. Why are dividend stocks and IRAs a perfect match? First, let's talk about dividend stocks, and they work really well in your IRAs. When you hold a dividend stock in a regular taxable account, you're going to pay taxes on those dividends every year. But if you're under 71 years old, there's an inside IRA, whether traditional or a Roth IRA. Those dividends can compound tax-free or tax-deferred. This means more money working for you over time as you invest. Think of it this way. If you're getting a 4% dividend yield and you're in a 25% tax bracket, you're really only keeping 3% of your money after taxes in a regular account. But in an IRA, you keep the full 4%, and that extra 1% of compounds each year after. Let's talk about the top categories to consider and look at different kinds of dividend stock that make the most sense for your IRA. Dividend aristocrats, you could Google that term, dividend aristocrats. They are companies that have increased their dividends for at least 25 consecutive years. These are battle-tested businesses that have survived multiple economic cycles. Companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, they fall into this category. There's also REITs, Real Estate Investment Trust, and they're required by law to pay out at least 90% of their income as dividends to their shareholders. Popular choices include Realty Income, which pays you monthly dividends, and the Vanguard Real Estate ETF for some diversification in their holdings and in their portfolio. And you can research Vanguard. Utility stocks offer stability and consistent dividends. Think of NextEra Energy or Dominion Energy companies that provide essential services to people in need, regardless of their economic condition. There's also high yield ETFs that you may want to look at to give you instant diversification. The Vanguard Dividend Appreciation Dividend ETF and iShares Select ETF are the most popular choices that let you own hundreds of dividend stocks in just one fund. There are some specific stocks that I'm going to give you to research. And remember, this is for your research. It's not advice, it's for your research. There are a lot of companies worth investigating to see if you can accumulate dividends in your IRA. Let's look at the tech companies. Microsoft and Apple both have had growing dividend payments and strong business models. In healthcare, there is AbbVie, and Pfizer pharmaceutical giants, and they have solid dividend histories that you can research as well. If you like consumer goods and you want to add some of those to your investment portfolio, consider Procter & Gamble or Unilever. They've been paying dividends for decades. And if you like the financial sector, take a look at JP Morgan Chase and Bank of America. And they use their investments to rebuild since the financial crisis. What you're going to look for when you evaluate dividend stocks for your IRA is that you're going to focus in on these key metrics. You're going to look at a dividend yield. We're looking at 2 to 6%. Too low might not be worth it to you, and too high may be unsustainable. The higher the dividend yield, the more risk you are at to lose that money. We're going to look at the payout ratio, which is the percentage of ownings and earnings that go into your dividends. And those are generally safer to look at. Companies that offer a good payout ratio. There is free cash flow that we're looking at, making sure that the company generates enough cash to actually pay those dividends. Here's some strategy tips. How to build your IRAs to earn dividends. You're going to start with a broad-based dividend ETF is what you want to research first to lay a foundation on earning those dividends in your portfolio. They're going to give you instant diversification and professional management because those funds have excellent managers when you research them. Then add in additional stocks with sectors that you like and sectors that you understand. Never put all your eggs in one basket. Consider dividend growth over a high current yield. You want to look at that dividend growth number. A stock yielding 2% that grows its dividend at 10% annually will eventually out earn a 5% yielder that never grows. Reinvest your dividends automatically. Most brokers offer dividend reinvestment plans that buy more shares as your dividends grow. You want to look at that and select that option. You want to compound your returns. Here's the bottom line. Building a dividend focused IRA isn't about getting rich quick. It's about building your wealth steadily over time. You want to take advantage of those tax advantages, compounding the dividends, and adding in quality companies that can generate a powerful engine for your retirement. Remember, the past performance does not guarantee future results. So, all investing involves risk. Do your research. Consider your risk tolerance and maybe chat with a financial advisor about what makes sense for you. That's a wrap on today's Money Research podcast, and I hope this was helpful. Subscribe for more 5-minute investing insights on anything money. Until next time, keep building that wealth.